Would you believe me if I told you that your ego as the top frag in your lobby is keeping you stuck in elo hell? I mean, of course not. You're dropping 30 bombs in every game as the initiator while your duelists can't even make an entry and are bottom fragging by a wide margin. How could it be your fault that you're still losing games? What more can you do? Surely you're better than the rest of them and deserve a better team, right? Well, not so fast. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into the psychology of the top frag and understanding how your ego as the top frag might be keeping you from long win streaks and destroying the mental of your team alongside. You see, like everything else in life, there are consequences to everything. You can ride a bike with practice tires for comfort, but they will eventually become a crutch when you want to make sharp, quick turns. You can be the most popular person on earth, but eventually have people stalking you and fans climbing into your house to get a glimpse of you. Like all of these examples, top frogging also comes with a consequence that, although might seem subtle, is enough to keep you stuck in a constant loop of inconsistent wins and losses. The consequence is disconnectedness. You see, when you're top fragging in your lobby, especially when it's by a huge margin, where you let's say have 30 kills as breach while your JETT only has 16, it can disconnect you from your entire team and artificially boost your ego into believing that you can't be the problem. I mean, sure, you're a better aimer, have better game sense, and get better timings on your enemies, while your JETT just dry swings everything and dies before even getting a glimpse of the enemy. But that doesn't erase the possibility that you might be severely disconnected from the ground realities of the game and your team's weaknesses. Just because you're top fragging doesn't mean you're doing your role well. It just means you're getting kills and have an above average skill for your lobby. So what? Are you initiating for your team? If you're playing controller, are you using your smokes to block off enemy vision properly and give your team the chance to scale on the map? If you're playing sentinel, have you trip flank? Are you using your util to close out areas of the map and show more presence? Of course, nobody is perfect, and neither does your team expect you to carry them through everything. But ask yourself, are you ignoring the faults and weaknesses in your gameplay just because you're top fragging? Are you maybe selfishly saving all your stuns, flashes, smokes, or trips for post-plant, which is allowing you to kill farm but maybe not create so much of an impact on the game itself? Are you listening to comms and asking your team what they need from you? Are you following through with your team's strats? Maybe your constant complaining, nagging, and toxic behavior have forced the team to mute you and play without any coordination. We all know of rich politicians and capitalists who, when asked about the inflation and living expenses spiraling out of control, suggest that people just do better and make more money. Or those jacked online fitness trainers telling obese people to just eat less. Yeah, don't be like them. It is incredibly immature and unwise to ignore your faults just because you're better at one aspect than others on your team. Maybe you're the reason they are unable to bring their A game. When I first started playing Valorant back in 2021, I too was this guy, completely disconnected from my team just because I had above average aim for my lobbies thanks to my prior experience playing CS 1.6 for so many years. More often than not, I noticed that despite top fragging and dropping 30, 40, and sometimes even 45 plus bombs, I still lost games and couldn't get on the same wavelength as my team. There was a disconnect between me, them, and the ground realities of the match I was playing, just because I was blinded by the shining badge of the top frag. What is the best way to counter this and keep your ego in check when top fragging? Well, it's pretty simple. Start asking questions and introspect. Ask yourself if you're being selfish, not listening to the team, or are disconnected from the problems your team is facing. Acknowledge that you're not perfect and that you're probably making some mistakes that are costing the team rounds despite what the scoreboard might be saying. Ask your team what they need from you and what you can do better to help secure rounds. All in all, quit yapping and complaining and start asking. Best of luck.